Every year I say, I'm not doing nothing new. It's not a bad idea, but I don't want to do it. And lugging dirt is work. Oh, that St. John's wort look good, y'all. Hello, welcome to Yellow Door Urban Homestead. I am Asia, and I'm an urban gardener growing in a small space out in my backyard. But today we're on the back porch because it's hot. And when I say it's hot, it's like the sun is out and it's beaming. So we're on the back porch for a minute. Y'all, in my last video, I guess it was the last video, I don't know when this video coming out, but anyway, in a video recently, I told you that I got a birdie's bed. These are from Epic Gardening, Botanical Interest. So I do work with Botanical Interest. I'm an affiliate, and so if you are interested in a garden bed or seeds or a basket, whatever you might be interested in garden wise, I have a link down in my description. It's always down there, and it's for 5% off. And so right now they're actually running a pretty good sale on garden beds. They're up to 40% off. That's the win. Y'all hear that? They're up to 40% off. I think some of them are 25% off. They have seed starting things on sale too. So if you are interested, you might want to check out that link. But we're going to put this bed together today. This is the first time I've ever used a birdie's bed. I'm pretty excited about this. I'm going to do the 4x3. They have different sizes that you can do. So I'm going to do the 4x3 because the bed that I want to make into a raised bed that's now a no dig is exactly 4x3. So I think that's really cool, but you can do a bunch of different sizes, and I really like that too. So basically we're gonna have to put most of it together up here and leave one side undone and take it down and finish it because it's actually around a cattle panel trellis. I'll show you when we get it put together. I don't think it should be that hard. We're about to see. It says it's Australian made. All right, let's do this. So if we have time today, I thought about something last night in a video recently, might have been my last one, I don't know. I was telling y'all that I needed to plan out the rest of my Greenstalks, right? So the other night when I was looking to plan out the ones that now have onions or something in it, this is not the best way to do this, and I definitely hope I do not hurt myself. I'm just trying to get under here so I can get a grip and not break my nails. So that's what I was trying to do. Anyway, I was thinking about that, and just like I want to grow as much as I can in my regular garden beds, I want to do the same thing with my Greenstalks. So my Inventors bundles are just kind of sitting around right now. They have strawberries in the leaf part, but in the original planters, some of them, it's only a few, might have garlic or onions or shallots or leeks in it. I thought about it. All of the extra ones, I can put potatoes in there. So if we have time on this video, I'm going to plant potatoes in all of my extra pockets. So we're in April. The potatoes that I am planning to plant, they take 60 to 75 days to maturity, right? With that being the case, I can get them in April. Then you have May, June, maybe a little bit of July, and then I can plant beans in there. And from July until September or late August, when I plant out my fall vegetables, we can have something growing the whole time, as opposed to waiting until May and figuring out what I'm gonna put in there. So we're gonna do some more potatoes. And you know, I want a lot of potatoes. I eat potatoes. I don't eat a lot because I shouldn't, right? But my whole thing is I can freeze dry them now. So it's not like my only option at this point is to cure them and eat them in a certain amount of time. Because before now, I was not doing a lot of preserving because I didn't feel comfortable with canning. Anyway, that's what we're gonna do. And that's how I'm gonna succession sow all the way through to the fall and winter. Basically up until next year. So I'm pretty excited about that. Hopefully we can get it done on this video. If we can't, that's fine. We'll get it done on another video. So they have directions in here, what it comes with, all of that. So this is a small 6-in-1 short garden bed. So it's short, but I'm not worried so much about it being super tall. I'm just worried about, can I sit on my stool and work in the bed? It doesn't have to be that I don't have to, you know, lean over a little bit. Just, I don't want to have to, well, like right now I'm sitting in Indian style. I've done it all my life, right? I have sat in Indian style all my life. When I get ready to get up off of this floor, it is not gonna be pretty. It's not gonna be horrible, but oh my goodness. Now, I will tell you, I like that the sides are already kind of rounded. Sometimes you get like the half round one and then you have to like hold it up together. I don't know what I'm trying to explain, but I like that the sides are already rounded. So I will just be either putting another round side to it, or I will be putting the flat side to it. I also went with the shorter bed because I didn't want to spend a whole bunch of money to fill the beds up. I'm gonna be honest. Last weekend, I think it was, we raked our leaves and stuff in the front yard. And so I have a whole bunch of leaves and the little balls and stuff that I'm gonna put at the bottom. And this morning I went and picked up some Fox Farm. Yes, I'm in love with Fox Farm. I'm gonna use it now. I like the soil. It did really well for me starting seeds, and now I don't have to buy a different soil to start seed and a different soil to fill the Greenstalks and a different soil to, like, I'm just gonna use Fox Farm. Although I'm still gonna use Burger BM6 to fill the Greenstalks. I did say Greenstalks, but I meant like garden beds, things like that, not Greenstalks. I'm still gonna use the Burger BM6 just because it has worked really well for me. I don't see the need in changing it, and I still think that it's cheaper for me to use the Burger BM6 to fill my Greenstalks up instead of the Fox Farm, and it works well. So, y'all, I'm not taking this plastic off. I have a few beds that I didn't take the plastic off. I feel like, oh wait, theirs comes off really easy. Oh, because they make a little spot for you. Okay, cool. If they all come off this easy, we'll take the plastic off. If they don't, I'm not doing it. But look how easy that comes off. I don't think I've ever had a garden bed where the plastic came off that easy. I literally leave it on there, not even joking. I stopped taking it off a while ago. All right, so the 4x3, we need 2 of the skinnier pieces. Oh yeah, I will say that. The plastic comes off super easy. All right. Nice. Just that alone is a plus. If you ever did these before, you know, like, it's not fun at all. And I definitely was leaving it on. I was gonna leave it on this. They're very sturdy. The fact that the pieces are just standing up is a good thing to me. So yeah, and I love the gray. I love the gray in pretty much everything. I think all of my beds in the greenhouse is gray. I just like the gray color. Let's see here. You know, every year I say, I'm not doing nothing new. I say every year, I'm not doing nothing new. We sticking with what we got. And every year I seem to add something new. Now this garden bed is necessary. This is necessary. And I don't know if I said it, this garden bed was gifted to me because I do work with them. Now, what I will tell you is if I like this, if it's simple to put together, if it seems like it's going to last, I'm gonna buy another one because their garden beds, this one is actually affordable. And right now, with the sale that they have going on, which is why I want to get it up now, the sale that they have going on and my code, I want to say it's like $132. It's not expensive for a metal bed at all. I have purchased beds before and I have paid upwards of $160 for metal beds. So the price is definitely nice on these. So I want to get this up today. Also, I want to get it filled today, all of that, because if I like it, I'm going to buy another one for the bed where the corn will be and where we have drip irrigation. And I gotta figure out what I want to do with the block beds. I really like the block beds. I like the way that they look. I gotta figure that out because I really do want to keep them. Someone had mentioned stacking some more blocks. It's not a bad idea, but I don't want to do it. Me personally, I don't want to do it. We'll have to see if I can get some help with that. If I can't get no help, we're not doing that. When I first started out with this, I mean, I was gung-ho, also younger. And I was doing everything and didn't care if I had help. My body ain't the same as it was. I'm just sitting here talking while we do this. It's a beautiful Saturday and I'm enjoying being out here. Oh no, we need all these pieces. Oh, that's cute. Says birdies on it. These are birdies beds. You could do a 2x2, 4x3, 5x2, 3x2, 4x2, and a 4x4. But we gonna stick with our 4x3 because I went out there and measured it this morning. And that's exactly what we need. All right, well, I'm gonna get this together. If you've never put one of these together, it is the nuts and bolts type situation. I'm not going to tell no untruths. I'm probably going to get the drill, y'all, just to make it easier on me. I'm gonna get the drill and let the drill do the work. You know, the other thing we're gonna do today, but it's gonna be in a separate video, is I'm gonna plant out the quick tent greenhouse Oh, a bunch of these got the word birdies on it. I guess I should pay attention. All right, let me put this together, and then I'm gonna come back when we get down in the garden so we can put it together, fill it up, everything, and cover it with some straw, and then we'll be ready to plant. I don't know what goes in this bed. I feel like I was gonna try squash over there, but we're gonna see. Anyway, let me put it together. I'll be right back. It's not going around this. Oh no. I feel like I can make it work. Yep, I can. Okay, I was like, I know I measured this. I did. It's a bit of a struggle around the trellis. I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna do. We're gonna cut this from here to right above that so we can get around it. That's it. We just gonna cut down here so that we can make it fit. That's what we gonna do, because this bed gonna fit. But you see what I mean? I can sit on my stool and work in this bed, and I don't have to get all the way down onto the ground. And that's what I'm shooting for. This is what I'm shooting for, y'all. Okay, so I decided we're gonna cut this side so that this isn't right up against this bed. So we basically gonna cut from here and down and take that out. And I just have a Sawzall. Let me go find somebody to hold this for me. Thank you for my help, friend. So now, we're just gonna make sure we pull it down enough. But we in there, and that's what matters. I'm happy about that. And we're gonna go ahead and finish putting this together. And then we're gonna go ahead and start filling it. I'm very happy. Also, you know what I'm about to go do? Get my stool. So my mic was not on that whole time. Sorry about that. This was very simple to put together, especially since I used the drill. By the way, Greenstalks. They're very, very pretty. There's a link down in my description. I like it. Okay. So basically, all I did was use their little tool to hold the nut after I screwed it on a little bit. And then I used the drill, y'all, because I ain't got the energy. And I just lined everything up. I don't like having to sit and twist the stuff on myself, even with their little tool. It's just quicker this way. I twisted it on, and then I took their tool, and I held it like that. And then I just took the drill and finish tightening it, because I just don't want to sit and do it myself. We're gonna go ahead and finish this up on both sides. And I always do the top and the bottom first, just to be sure we don't get to a point and it's too tight and I can't match up the holes. So I do the top and the bottom first, and then I go back and do everything in between. Okay, so we're done, y'all. I'm pretty excited. I'm gonna cut this. This is what I was telling y'all just grows. It's either blackberry or raspberry, but it just grows. And so hopefully, maybe this will help that too. That'll stop growing up and through the bed. Like I was telling y'all in the last video, we have like collards and stuff that's growing. They don't look that big, but it was a bigger plant. We just gonna leave it. It'll be something to feed the bed. I'm gonna go in the front and get a few bags of the leaves and stuff, and then we're gonna fill this up, put the soil over top of it, and then we're gonna wait to plant. I'm excited, y'all. All right, bag one of just stuff out of the front yard. But it's good to use to fill a garden bed. It really is. Saves you money, and it's all gonna end up breaking down, and we're gonna have some settling, and we'll have to fill this, you know, over the years, just like we did with the greenhouse beds. But after a while, all of this will be matter at the bottom of the bed that's going to turn into soil-like material. And I did the same thing for these beds, and I'm still filling them after all of those years because it takes time for everything to settle. But let me get some more bags. We're gonna get everything in here, and then I'm gonna grab the soil. Anyway, this garden bed though, easiest plastic to take off that I've ever dealt with. The assembly, pretty much the same as any other bed. If you've ever assembled one that's all nuts and bolts, this was all nuts and bolts too. They'll last for a while, these metal beds will. And I won't have to hurt my back. And I do think I'm gonna get one that is the same to go on the other side so it could be somewhat uniform. I'm probably gonna put my boots on and step in this a little bit just to push it down some more. Also got some sticks in here. It's a mix of stuff. And I know somebody's probably seeing these balls and they're worried. But this stuff will be at the bottom of the bed. I shouldn't even be touching it. And like I said, I've done this before. I've also a little bit of wood chips. If you remember, I put wood chips in my front yard to try to build the soil when I got the rest of the wood chips for the back. There's a mix of things in these bags. Let me go get my boots so we can push this down some. All right. So we're just gonna step on it a little bit. Try to compact it a little bit, basically. Also, wetting it would be a great idea too, which I might do. Right now though, I'm just gonna try to push it down. And this is just what I do. Definitely not telling nobody else to do it, because getting up in this guy in bed is kind of crazy too. But it's how I've done it a few times and it worked. Something with shallow roots the first year is probably a better idea for this. We'll see. Maybe like beans or something. And I would recommend wetting this in this stage right here. I'm not gonna do it because I don't feel like it. And I have time because I'm not planting it until May. I can water this when I water everything else. When it rains, it'll get watered. I just want to get it set up today, honestly. So now I'm gonna go get the soil. I forgot to ask my son to get it before he left the house. So unfortunate. All right. Gotta go get the thing to open this. Y'all, I almost forgot about this. I do like when beds come with this. It is the plastic or the rubber that goes around the top so that you don't get cut from the sharp ends of the metal. Some beds do not come with this. So I do like when they come with this. And this bed does in fact come with it. I left it on the porch. I got sidetracked, y'all. My mama stopped by. And when I had to cut that cattle panel, got sidetracked. Let's put this on real quick. Then we'll get the bed filled up. I do not think we're gonna get around to the potatoes this evening, but tomorrow I'll be planting out the greenhouse, which is actually our last frost, so that's cool. The quick tent greenhouse, I'll be planting that with the squash. These are pretty simple. You just slide it down and then keep going. Real simple to put on, and I do like that they have it. I think this was a very affordable bed, in my opinion. So we got it on. I just need to cut it. I'll do it in a little bit. I am more focused on getting this bed filled right now. I'm using Fox Farm, and I got 4 bags of it. If you in my area, there's this place called Petersburg Trading. They sell it for $16.99 a bag. I think it's worth it. It's a nice loamy soil, light loamy soil. I don't know that we're gonna need 4 bags, but it was better to get more than we needed and use it for something else than to not get enough and need to go back. Let me get some gloves and another bag of soil. So like imagine filling this whole bed up with soil. That's why you can use yard waste and things of that nature, garden waste. So do y'all remember me talking about how I can't get my wheelbarrow down here? This is one of the things that I wish I had thought about when I was setting my garden up. It's okay though. It's okay for now. As I get older, it won't be. Because lifting bags, baby, ain't no joke. One time somebody told me I was doing stuff just like this, amending beds, lifting soil, bags, and things of that nature. And when I made my post on Instagram, a friend, like a person that I know in real life, was like, you should have said, I said I was working. And he said, you should have said that you were doing what you love. I said, I will not be romanticizing lugging dirt and stuff. I said, I do not love lugging dirt. I love gardening. I said, like, no, sir. I do love that I got this bed set up. I don't love that I had to lug that dirt back here, soil back here. I don't. And it is what it is. We'll say that other bag, we might need it for something else, and it'll save me a trip to the store. And this is pretty high. We love it. I'm gonna put some straw on top of this to avoid any, whoa, the bugs are loving me this year already, baby. But anyway, let's get some straw. And I know I'm not moving the camera too much today. I'm just trying to get some work done, y'all. This is straw from Tractor Supply. It's called Straw Boss. Yes, I do end up getting small pieces of grass, weeds, whatever it is growing. I just come through and pull it off. I use it all through my garden, and you can see it hasn't taken over. And that is more than likely because I pull it before it's able to really get set. So just letting you know, if you do buy it, and probably really any straw, even when it says weed free, you probably still gonna, seed free, you probably still gonna get some weeds in it. So I don't see them being able to get all the seeds out of this straw. And for me, that is okay. All right, on to the next side and then finished. We will be finished. Oh, that St. John's wort look good, y'all. I'm gonna show y'all in a minute. It look real good. So just like that, we have another garden bed that is conducive to my age. I know y'all sick of hearing me say that, y'all, but my body is hurting and aching and all kinds of stuff. Started last year and I was like, this is weird, because I used to work in the garden all the time. Pretty sure I figured out the culprit of it, but now I just have to change up a few things to make it work, because baby, I'm gonna always garden, always, as long as the good Lord allows it. But look at this St. John's wort. It has grown by leaps and bounds since the last time I showed y'all. I just happened to look over here and I was like, oh wow. So yeah, that looked good. Oh, look at our dill. The dill is growing real nicely, y'all. We love it. We love it. And then we still got those carrots that came back. If you remember, I said I won't gonna pull them. We just see what happens with them. Yeah, we still had the carrots too. So that is there. I like it. I like how wide it is. Pretty sure we about to order another one when we get in the house to replace this spot right here. So that'll be off the ground too. And the only thing that will still be on the ground technically are these raised beds, because they are pretty low. I'm not going to do anything to the asparagus bed, but for real, I don't really do much to the asparagus bed in the way of working, so that's fine. I'm going to leave this as no dig just because I actually really like the way that this looks, and you got this whole grapevine situation. So if you put it too high, I'm not really going to be able to grow anything under it. So we're going to leave that as it is as well. And then I don't know if I said it, the flower bed, we're gonna leave that too, because I don't do a lot of work in the flower bed anyway. Basically, the perimeter is going to be, oh yeah, I thought I saw a mouse jumping in the chicken area. I did not. My pest control company treats for that, but I don't know why I thought I saw a mouse jumping. Anyway. So on the perimeter, we're gonna have raised beds. Gonna be easier for me. And then we just gonna see what we do with the block beds eventually. Right now, I really like having the block beds. I don't want to give up on the block beds. I feel like it's a part of the artistry of my garden, if I'm honest. So yeah, we're not gonna do that. Anyway, I hope that y'all enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to visit me over on Instagram, where I post about the things going on in my garden almost every day. Bye, y'all.